All right, everyone's favorite position, lying down. Okay, you can close your eyes, but don't pass out on me. You can leave your arms out to your sides, arms out like a T. It doesn't matter. Just sink into the ground, sink into your mat. And just like the sitting version, let's take 3 centering breaths to start. So take a deep breath into the nose, lift your chest up towards the ceiling. And with your long exhale, sink your whole body down into your mat. Okay, number 2, let's breathe in. Okay, really expand your chest once again. And then long exhale out. Feel the air as it exits your lips. Relax even further. All right, last one. Breathe in through the nose and then out to the mouth. Zoom a normal breathing pattern. Okay, and let's set today's intention. Okay, it could be for just this practice, just today, be for the week. I'm going to choose to dedicate my practice to hopefully relaxing my hips. For some reason, riding this gravel bike makes that sore, but pick something for you. Maybe focus on a body part, whatever it is. Continue to breathe. Continue to settle down. All right, and then we'll relax our whole body from top to bottom. So relaxing your head and face. Maybe noticing how the back of your head feels against your mat. And relaxing your neck. A little bit easier since we're lying down. Then we'll work our way to our shoulders, then to our arms. Notice how your arms feel against the ground, whether they're at your sides or out like a T, it doesn't matter. Just notice how they feel against your mat. And then notice how your whole back feels against your mat. Noticing your chest expands upwards as you breathe in. And then how it sinks back down as you breathe out. And working our way down to our belly. But same thing, how it expands and contracts. Let's go down to the lower half of our body. So notice how your glutes feel against your mat, and your hamstrings, then your calves, down to your heels, kind of the back half of your body. Okay, then we'll work our way back to the top half of the lower half of your body. So notice how your feet feel, and then your shins and your quads. All right, let's take one last deep breath in. So let's breathe in. And as you breathe out, you can gently open up your eyes, we're still lying down. I'm going to do a morning stretch. So reach your arms up overhead. Point your toes at the bottom. Ooh. And then you can use the weight of your legs to sit back up. Oh, or roll over onto your side. Let's start with our spines because I need it. I'm going to stretch out my left leg, plant my right foot, the outside part of the left leg. Lots of instructions. And then let's turn clockwise and wrap the left arm around the right knee. Okay, turn your chin towards the right shoulder. I always love the 2-in-1 for this one where you feel the right glute and your spine stretch out. And give yourself one last push, one last twist to the right. And then as you exhale, unwind, and then switch legs. Ooh. So right leg is out in front, left foot's planted. Ooh. Let's hold this one for 3, 2, 1. Now unwind. Ooh. And let's get the inner thighs now. So let's do our butterfly or cobbler pose. So soles of the feet together. Pull the feet in or heels in. Let the knees drop down to the mat. And then just lean forward like a hinge. Okay, pretend like you're trying to draw your navel towards your toes. Easier said than done. Now, let's take a deep breath in here. And as you breathe out, reach the arms in front of you, hands in front of you, round out your back. Okay, slide the hands and fingertips forward. Ooh. Let the knees drop down a little bit further. All right, and then we'll sit back up. Let's get our sides. We'll enter a cross-legged position. Okay, sit up tall, lengthen your spine, and then reach both arms up. Oh my goodness. Let's start on the right. So plant that right palm on the mat. Left arm reaches overhead. Oh. Okay, turn your chin up towards the elbow or the ceiling. And then continue reaching. Hopefully you feel the stretch go all the way down your side, your hip. Let's take that right hand off the mat up towards the ceiling. And then gently come down towards the left. Let's get the other side. Okay, keep that right sit bone planted as you reach with the right arm. No bend at the elbow. Every time you breathe out, reach a little bit further. All right, and then let's bring that left arm back up top. Bring the hands to center. Oof. Hello, shoulders. All right, let's stand up. Let's get our hamstrings. Ooh. Favorite. Nice wide stance. And then let's reach the arms up once again. And then as you breathe out, swan dive forward. Feel your lower back. Or don't. Okay, you can plant your fingertips or palms on the mat. And then relax the weight of your upper body. Feel your hamstrings open up. Okay, you can rock side to side, supporting yourself with your hands. Every time you exhale, sink down a little bit further. Ooh. Yeah, let's take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, long exhale, sink down even more. Okay, greet the hamstrings once again. And then take your right palm and plant it on the floor right in front of your face. And then rotate that left arm up. Okay, while you press in the floor with that right arm. Turn your chin up towards the ceiling as well. Think about that vertical line with your arm. And then as you breathe out, let's gently bring the left arm back down to the ground. Switch palms so that left palm is planted. The right arm is reaching up towards the ceiling. The chin is turned up towards the ceiling as well. All right, and then let's rotate that right arm back down. All right, then from here, we're going to rotate our bodies to the right 90 degrees, pivot the right foot, get off the back heel. Okay, we're in a lunge position to start, but then we're going to gently lower our back knee and bring our torso up and get our left hip. So rotate that hip forward. Okay, reach up with the left arm if you want to stretch it from the top and the bottom. Ooh, we're gonna hold this one for a good amount of time this week. Every time you breathe out, see if you can rotate that hip and get a little bit deeper into the stretch. And we're gonna hold for another 3, 2, 1, and bring that everything back down. Return the left to the left toes. And then gently rotate yourself back to center, supporting yourself with your hands and your arms. And then let's rotate 90 degrees to the left. Let's get the other side. Support your lunge, lower the right knee. Ugh. Groan a little bit as you rotate the hip forward, stretching out the right hip flexor. Groaning always helps. It helps in life too. When there's something you don't want to do, you just groan. Let everyone around you know that you're unhappy, not to bother you. It's what people in my house do, so that must be the correct answer. Anyhow, we're going to hold this for the 3, 2, 1. Lower my right arm. Turn my right toes to the mat. And let's rotate back to center, back to where we started. Let's just hang out here. Relax the weight of your upper body. Woo, saying hello to the hamstrings yet again. And let's do our slow 10 count. So relax the upper body as we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I'm gonna bring my legs back together. Let's do a standing side stretch. Okay. Feet and legs together, stand up nice and tall. Rotate the arms up top, reach for the ceiling. And then let's start on the left side for this one. So drop that left arm down, kick out the right hip. I think it's still crazy to me that even as little as 3 years ago, I never thought my hips would play this big of a role in my life. Shakira was right all along. Anyhow, reach with that right arm. Feel the stretch go all the way down to the hip, down from the fingertips. And then we'll bring the left arm back up top, once again reaching for the ceiling. And then drop the right arm down. Let's get the other side. Okay, turn the chin up towards the ceiling as well. Reaching with the left fingertips. Ooh. And then let's rotate the right arm back up top. And then bring the hands to center. And then we'll get our necks. So let's do a chicken wing on the right side. Ooh. All right, so chicken wings on the right, drop the head to the right. And just pretend, I always think about trying to touch my right ear to my right shoulder. Let's tilt the head back, look up. Take the head gently forward as you look down. Okay. Back to the neutral position. Back up top. Switch sides. Let's grab the right wrist behind your back. Dropping the left ear to the left shoulder. Maybe noticing that the right side of your neck is more in need than the left side. I don't know, maybe that's just me. All right, and then roll the head forward. Back. Look up. Okay, and back to the neutral position, and then back up top. Okay, you can release the right wrist. Let's get the back of our neck. So take your fingertips, reach for the ground, drop your chin to the top of your chest. Let's rotate the head to the right. Take it, roll it to the left. And roll it back to the right. Hopefully you feel the side of your neck to the back of your neck as you rotate the head. Okay, back to the left one more time. And then bring your chin back to the top of your chest and bring your head back up. Okay, you can relax the arms, but then we're gonna stretch out the arms. Let's to get a shoulder stretch. Doesn't matter what side you start with. Okay, switch sides. All right, let's release and let's get the left arm behind the head. Grab the left shoulder, not left shoulder, left elbow. I know my body parts, I think. Switch sides. Looking back, I realized a lot of my elementary school classrooms had visual charts for things like numbers, letters, body parts, science things. I took that for granted back then. Anyhow, let's release that, or release the right elbow, and let's get the lower half of our body. So we're going to do Malasana, and then we'll do a split leg hamstring stretch. So find medium width stance. Feet out about 45 degrees. Put your hands at heart center. And then lower yourself down. We all know what's coming, whether or not you like it. Also, the three of us know I kind of do the same routine week over week because it kind of hits all the greatest hits here. It's not advanced, it just gets the job done. And I'm all about getting the job done. I don't like fancy. But I do like nice things. There's a difference. All right, we're going to hold this for 3, 2, 1. Let's support ourselves and each other as we come out. Hello, legs. All right, face the short side of your mat. I'm going to start with my left leg out in front. Left toes facing forward, heels are in line. Arms reach up for the ceiling. And then swan dive forward. Okay. Support myself, my block. But drive the right hip towards the left ankle. Keep that left leg straight. Feel the left hamstring. We all love it. And every time you breathe out, see if you can sink a little bit lower with your torso. And then let's bend the left knee and come on out. Okay, switch legs. So the right leg is out in front. Right leg is straight. Let's bring the arms up top. And then swan dive over the straight right leg. And then, like the other side, let's drive the left hip towards the right ankle. And then exhale, relax, let the stretch get deeper. Ooh. Let's take one deep breath for this side. So breathe in through the nose. And then out to the mouth. My nose is almost touching my knee. Let's bend that right knee and come on up. Oh, hello. All right, let's do our moving options. So come to the front of your mat, feet and legs together, stand up nice and tall. Reach the arms up. Let's do our 2 warm-up swan dives. So swan dive forward. Once again, feeling that lower back. Oh my goodness. Come up to flat back. Exhale, rounding at the back, and then eyes up, head up, reverse swan dive until the hands are at the top. And then swan dive down, getting a little bit lower, up to flat back. And then exhale, rounding at the back, reverse swan dive. Hands are at the top. And then let's begin. Swan dive down, up to flat back. And then as you round out your back here, come on down, plant both palms, step back to plank. Let's chaturanga down into an upward dog. Get on the tops of your feet. Okay, push the floor away. We're going to hold this first one for a little bit. All right, and then back to plank. You can give me a push up here if you'd like, otherwise go straight into down dog. Oh, both shoulders cracking. That's a good sign. Means I'm alive. All right, first downward dog of the day. We know the drill. We're going to focus on each calf individually. So I'm going to rest my right foot on my left heel. Okay, add a little bit of weight for the left calf stretch. Otherwise, just bend your right knee. All right, let's go back to the right. So either bending the left knee or resting the left foot on the right heel. We're going to do 2 times for each side. And then switch. Okay. Your shoulders are straight, are strong. The arms are straight. Just holding yourself up, pushing the floor away. Okay, back to the right side. Calves need love too. All right, so we're turning both feet back down to the mat. Legs are straight. Let's do a sun salutation before we do our crescent pose. So let's step the feet towards the hands. Then reverse swan dive. Hands are at the top. Swan dive down. Up to flat back. Exhaling down, planting both palms, stepping back to plank. Let's chaturanga down into an upward dog. Back to plank, push up here, then into downward dog. And let's start with the right side. So feet and legs together. Let's float the right leg up into the air. And then swing that right leg through and plant it in front. And then bring your arms and torso up for crescent pose. That left heel should be reaching for the mat. Left leg is straight. We're saying hello to the left hip. Hopefully that front knee is tracking over the front ankle. Let's bring the hands to heart center and transition into prayer twist. Press the left elbow into the right knee or right quad, however you think about it. Hands are stacked. Looking at something stationary to keep our balance. And we're breathing. We're just doing all the things. Exit in 3, 2, 1. Let's remove the left elbow. Reach up towards the ceiling. Feel your shoulders crack. And then as you breathe out, bring your arms and torso back down to the mat. Plant both palms. Right leg comes back to plank. And let's chaturanga down into an upward dog. Okay, let's add the sun salutation. So back to plank. Step the feet towards the hands. And then reverse swan dive. Hopefully the lower back is feeling better. Hands are at the top. Swan dive down. Up to flat back. And then as you exhale, round out that back, plant both palms and return to a plank position. And then we're going to chaturanga down to an upward dog. Back to plank, push up here and into downward dog. And let's get the left side. So feet together, float the left leg up into the air. Swing the left leg through and plant it in front. Bring the arms and torso up for crescent pose on the left. Now that right heel is reaching for the mat. That right hip flexor is feeling the love. Let's bring the hands to heart center. Transition into prayer twist on the left. Breathing. Settling it now. All right, let's return to crescent pose. So bring the arms back up top. And then as you exhale, bring the torso back down. Plant both palms. Left leg comes back to plank. And let's chaturanga down into an upward dog. Okay, into a sun salutation. So back to plank. Then step the feet towards the hands. And reverse swan dive. Hands are at the top. Swan dive down. Up to flat back. Exhaling, rounding at the back, planting both palms, stepping back to plank. Let's chaturanga down into an upward dog. Ooh. Back to plank, push up here, and into downward dog. And let's do our warrior sequence. So we're going to start with the right. So feet and legs together. Float the right heel into the air. Swing the right leg through and plant it in front. Come into warrior one. Okay, stay there for a brief moment. Let me take off this long sleeve. Getting a little toasty. Shirt. All right, so we're in warrior one. Let's transition to warrior two, arms front and back. Okay, hands and arms are parallel to the ground. Chin is facing forward. And then let's dip back into reverse warrior. Reach for the back of the room with those right fingertips. Don't put too much weight on that left leg with that left hand. Let's return to warrior two. Let's do a twisting triangle pose this week just for fun. So you can rest your right hand on your side, and with your left hand, reach as far forward as you can. Reach, 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 and you can reach no further. Drop the left palm or left fingertips down to the ground. Right arm reaches up. I know it feels funky. This one I always thought feels weird because it's a twisting triangle pose. A little variation's good, right? Anyhow, in 3, 2, 1, return to warrior two. Let's dip back into reverse warrior. Back to warrior two. Swing that left arm forward and up for warrior one. And as your arms and torso come down, that back heel comes up, plant both palms. Right leg comes back to plank. Let's chaturanga down or upward dog. Back to plank, step the feet towards the hands. And reverse swan dive. Whew. Swan dive down. Up to flat back. Exhale, round out the back. Return the palms to the floor. Step back to plank, and let's chaturanga down or upward dog. Back to plank, push up here and into downward dog. Whew. All right, let's repeat with the left side. So feet together, float the left leg up into the air and swing it on through and plant it in front. Come to warrior one on the left. And really reach for the ceiling, no bending at the elbow. Front knee tracking over the front ankle. And then into warrior two, arms front and back. Dipping back into reverse warrior. Okay, really reach towards the back of the room with those left fingertips. And then back to warrior two. And then remember, we're doing the twisting triangle pose. So with those right fingertips, reach as far forward as you can. And then drop the right hand or the right fingertips down to the ground. Reach up for the ceiling with the left arm, left fingertips. See if you can turn the chin up towards the ceiling as well. And we'll hold it for 3, 2, 1. Turn back up to warrior two. Let's dip back into our reverse warrior. Back to warrior two. Swing that right arm forward and up for warrior one. And then your arms come down, that right heel comes up, plant both palms. Left leg comes back to plank, and let's chaturanga down. Do an upward dog. Back to plank. Let's add our sun salutation. So step the feet towards the hands, and then reverse swan dive. So the hands are at the top. Swan dive down. And then from here, we're going to go straight into a chair pose. So drop your bottom down, arms come up. Okay, arms are parallel, palms are facing one another. And think about a straight line from your bottom through your torso to your arms, all the way up to your hands. And keeping the upper body where it is, slowly straighten up your legs. Okay, let's get off the heels, working our calves. What are we doing? Breathing, balancing. And as you breathe out, return the heels down, bring the hands to heart center. Let's do our twisting triangle pose to the left. Okay. So lock in the right elbow to the left knee. Settling with the breath. And bring everything back to center. And let's straighten up our bodies once again. Returning to the toes and balls of the feet. Reaching up for the ceiling. Yeah, our calves love it. Or my calves love it. I was about to say my cats love it, but I don't think they care. All right. And then slow exhale, return the heels down. Let's do our twisting chair pose to the right. Okay, maybe your palms are pressed into one another. See how low you can go. Okay, if you notice that your knees aren't very bent, bend the knees a little bit more, lower your bottom. Nice. All right, let's return the hands to center. Then let's sprout on up for a third and final time. Reaching for the ceiling on top. While we're pressing down with our toes. We'll hold this one for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, lower the heels down. Return the hands to heart center. And let's do tree. We haven't done tree in a while. I'm going to start with my left foot. Okay. Let's bring in the right heel. So plant your foot wherever's comfortable. Above the knee, at the knee, below the knee. Do what works best for you. And find your center. If you need to leave a toe on the ground, that's perfectly good. Let's just stay here for a few breaths. And plug the crown of your head in towards the ceiling, or up towards the ceiling, rather. Very good. Let's gently bring the right foot, right leg out. Let's switch sides. You can shake out the left ankle if you need to. Let's put most of our weight on our right leg. Let's bring in our left foot. Okay. Add the arms, add the hands, find your center. And just like the other side, we'll hold it for a few moments. 3, 2, 1. We'll exit, shake out that right ankle. And let's have a seat. The moment we've all been waiting for. Ah, yes, the stretching where we get to sit down. Okay. We're going to start with our usual, our table. Or at least in my head, it's the usual. Okay, prop yourself up. Okay, hips up towards the ceiling, lean the head back. The palms of the hands and the soles of the feet should be about shoulder distance or hip distance. And every time you breathe out, push your hips up towards the ceiling a little bit more. And feel the stretch in your shoulders, down through your biceps. Definitely the glutes and the hamstrings. That's a no-brainer here. All right. And then let's gently lower ourselves back down. Let's lie down on our backs. Let's get ready for bridge. Ooh. All right, I'm down to the mat. I'm going to clasp my hands underneath my lower back. Roll onto my shoulders. Once again, pushing the floor away with my feet. Pushing the hips up towards the ceiling. Don't let the knees bow out. You can think about it as holding a ball in between your knees. Good. And then one vertebra at a time, lower it down. So everything is back on the mat. And then we'll hit our glutes. So let's keep the right foot planted. Bring the left ankle onto the right quad. Let's pull or reach and grab the right shin. Feel the left glute stretch out. I'm going to take 3 long breaths here. So breathe in through the nose and then out to the mouth. You really breathe into that left glute. Hopefully you feel that stretch out a little bit more as you relax your body. Number 2, let's breathe in. Long exhale here. Last time for this side, breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Oh, your left glute's gonna thank you. And let's release the right side. Let's plant the left foot down on the mat, bring the right heel into position. And let's reach and grab for that left shin now. Okay, starting to feel the right glute stretch out. Let's repeat those 3 breaths. So inhale, and then long exhale out. Number 2, let's breathe in. Release. Last time, breathe into the nose and out through the mouth. And release the left leg. We're going to stay on our backs for happy baby. So both legs go up into the air. We're going to grab either the outside parts of the feet or our big toes, pull in our knees towards our underarms, and rock side to side. Okay, think about your spine against your mat. Massage that out. Okay, obviously we're also stretching out the inner thighs. 2-for-1 action. You can release the legs back down to the ground. I'm gonna take a quick drink of water. All right, let's continue stretching out our spine. So I'm gonna hug in my right knee. Okay, pull it in towards the chest. And let's gently rotate that right leg out to the right. And notice how that stretch changes. All right, and then bring the knee back to center. And then pull your right knee over your body to the left. Extend out your right arm. Look towards the right. And imagine your spine is a damp rag and you're trying to wring out all the dampness. Ooh, even my body or even my stomach is groaning. Okay. Every time you breathe out, make it a long exhale and see if you can drop the right hand and the right knee a little bit lower to the ground, getting an extra degree or two of rotation. And we'll hold this for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's bring that right leg back over, hug in the left knee. Enjoy that little stretch here. And you might even pull on it a little bit to get a little bit deeper into the stretch. Then let's bring the left knee out to the left. Ooh. I don't even know how to describe that stretch. It's just where my left leg attaches to my body. All right, back to center. Let's pull the left leg over to the right side of our body. Left arm extends. It's rare instances like this where I wish I paid more attention in biology. Definitely did not. 10th grade Joseph was not as studious as current Joseph. Imagine the things I could have done if I paid attention. All right, let's hold this one for another 5 seconds, just like the other side. So we're gonna hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's bring that left leg gently over. Let's do a quick corpse pose. Every time you breathe out, sink your whole body down into your mat. All right, we're gonna sit up in a moment and then stretch out our hamstrings. So I'm gonna use the weight of my leg. Oh, the classic rotating onto your side is probably a better move. But here we are. All right, let's start with the left leg out in front. Bring in your right heel towards your soft tissue. Oh. Okay, we're gonna flex your foot so your toes are facing the ceiling. The back of the left knee is on the mat. Add the arms up top. And then exhale over the straight left leg. Remember, reach evenly with your hands. Everyone loves a good hamstring stretch. Or not. Okay. Oh. Sink down with each out breath. Okay. Let's release that side. Let's switch legs. So the right leg is out in front. Pull in the left heel, flex the right foot, add the arms, and then exhale over the straight right leg. I always forget how important the lower back is until I do stretches like this. Ooh. Let's hold it for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And release just the right side, but we're going to keep the right leg where it is. We're going to do both legs together. So add the left leg next to your right. Feet are still flexed. Both back of the knees are on the mat. Arms are back up top. And we're reaching over both straight legs. Oh, definitely not as flexible this week as in weeks prior. Ooh. All right, that's about good. Release the stretch. We're going to do pigeon. That'll be the last major stretch of the day. So let's find a push-up or plank position. I'm going to start with my right leg. So bring that right leg forward. Okay, untuck the back toes. Find your happy place. We'll hold it for about 45 seconds, so continue to settle in. I'll let you know when we're going to come up and add the quad stretch. About 10 seconds left. So sink down as far as you can. And then we'll plant both palms in front and gently push your torso up. Reach back behind you with that left arm. Let's pull in the left heel. And then feel the left quad stretch out. And as always, relax your body. Let the stretch get deeper. Ooh. Now release the left foot. Return to a push-up position. Bring the left leg forward. And tuck the back toes. Just like the other side, we'll sink down into the stretch and hold it for another 45 seconds. Yeah. Hmm. Wait another 10 seconds, so begin to really sink down. And we're going to plant the palms in front, push yourself up, reach back with the right arm, right hand. Stretch out the right quad. These 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's sit on our heels. Knees are about as wide as your mat. Take a deep breath in. And And as you breathe out, reach forward for child's pose, forearms resting on your mat. Long exhales. Thank your body for all it does. Here we're gonna add a bonus side stretch. I know we all love that one. So reach your right arm out to the right. Stack the left hand over your right hand. Say hello to the left side one more time this morning. Or for some, just another time this morning. You know what I mean? Ooh. And then return to center. You reach out to the left arm. Stack the right hand over our left. Stretching out the other side. Ooh. And you come back to a neutral child's pose. Settle with your breath once again. And gently come forward out of child's pose and rotate onto your back. Ooh. Ooh. You can close your eyes here. That's comfortable. Arms are at your sides. We'll go for 90 seconds. I want you to do a body scan, see how you feel. To reach the arms overhead. Next morning stretch side to side. And then rotate onto one of your sides and rest your head right on your hands. Take a moment for yourself as long as you need. And whenever you're ready, just push yourself back up. Take your time. Ooh. Plug the crown of your head up towards the ceiling, lengthen your spine. And let's breathe in through the nose and breathe out with some sound. Oh. Again, let's breathe into the nose and breathe out with some sound. Oh. Nose one. Let's breathe into the nose and breathe out with some sound. Oh. Our hands, the heart center. May you have clear and kind intentions. Let's raise our hands to our foreheads. May you have clear and kind thoughts. Let's bring our hands to our lips. May you have clear and kind communication. Turning our hands to our hearts. And as always, the light in me celebrates and honors the light in you. Namaste, my friend.